The Digital Self presented by Group 6.
Every one of us has a digital self, a mask that we put on to engage in the technological world. It is often called as our extended self. It is where an individual shares things about his or herself through the use of social media. Pictures, videos, online messages, texts, emails, and social media statuses are some of the factors that define our digital self. With this, we are trying out a different character or identity that is different from who we really are because we want to meet the expectation of others, the standards or stereotypes that people have set. An example of this is whenever we post a picture of ourselves, we usually edit it just to make ourselves look better. When we receive a lot of likes or hearts in our posts in our social media accounts, it usually boosts up our self-esteem. We feel more confident knowing that we're receiving positive feedback from our digital friends. Moreover, we often try to go along with the trends around us in order to feel a sense of belongingness. Just like when Musical.ly and Dubsmash became famous, a lot of people have created their own accounts and created videos and uploaded it online. Since we're hiding behind our social media accounts, we are free to express ourselves in any way we want without anyone there to physically judge us. We just click, type, and post all of the things that we want our digital friends to see. Back in the day, external objects like clothes, jewelry, cars, shoes, and others are considered as part of ourselves. However, nowadays, mobile phones, laptops, iPads are also now considered as our part of our very own selves. Even our photos, videos, statuses, and emails are part of it as well. There are a lot of differences on how our generation lives today and on how the past generation lived before. Here are some comparisons. First, before, people can go out without their cell phones. Now, we cannot be at ease just whenever we do not feel our cell phones in our pockets. We always make sure that it is with us all the time. Second, before, people are playing outside of their houses. They play running games, card games, board games, and they even play in the park. Now, we can already download different games in our cell phones, laptops, computers, in our iPads, and others. We can already play with people around the world without even leaving our houses. Third, before, there were no social media sites such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the like that make people lazy. Now, we usually spend a lot of time scrolling, watching with these applications rather than studying or even doing household chores. Fourth, before, people have to go to the library to search and read books. Now, we can easily search online and even download electronic books. Lastly, people before are already happy and contented when they have a keypad cell phone. But now, almost all of us desire to have the latest edition of smartphones. There are a lot more differences, but these are the main observations in our society today. It can be concluded that the digital world has provided us with greater opportunities to express our identity and ourselves in any way we want to. But we should always keep in mind that by enjoying the digital world, may we not lose our true self in the midst of us being our false self.
What is digital self? It is the expression of yourself through social media platforms where people can express their feelings, thoughts, talents, and opinions. Digital self has a wide range. It can reach all over the world. You can be viral, where you get compliments and can be bashed as well. When you are afraid of telling something to someone, you can free to speak out using social media, and it is known as digital self. Using social media platforms, you can easily express yourself through uploading status, pictures, and videos online. People can see you of who you are in online platform.
Digital literacy refers to an individual's ability to find, evaluate, and clearly communicate information through typing and other medias on various digital platforms. It is evaluated by an individual grammar, composition, typing skills, and ability to produce text or images. Next, we have reading comprehension. Comprehension is the ability to understand its meaning and to integrate with what the reader already knows. Fundamental skills required in efficient reading comprehension are knowing meaning of words, ability to understand the meaning of a word from discourse context, ability to follow organization of passage. For the short understanding, it is the action or capability of understanding something. For example, you are expressing frustration and difficulties in a general way with a statement like this: I hate reading. Next, interdependence. In relationship, interdependence is the degree to which members of the group are mutually dependent on the others. This concept differs from a dependent relationship, where some members are dependent and some are not. For example, as a member, I am depending myself to the leader, and the leader will do everything to make the activities better. Last is social factors. Social factors are in person's life that relate to their interaction with the social environment they are in. The term is often used to describe social factors that negatively affect a person's psychological state. What factors inspire nationalism? The importance of social factors are religion, ethnically, family, physical attributes, economical status, education, locality, life partner, and children. It is very important to our digital self.
So this is the orations. It relates to the capacity to recognize the value of information and store it in a way that makes it accessible and valuable in the long run. So oration that is the action or the process of selecting, organizing, and looking after the items is a collection or exhibition. Organization and presentation of online content, merchandise, information, etc. Typically using professional or expert knowledge. So here are the facts. Almost 73% of the Filipinos are using technology and 99% using instant messaging app in their digitals. According to Data Reportal, the average daily time spent on the internet among poll respondents in the Philippines was roughly 10.6 hours in the third quarter of 2020. In addition, the respondents to the poll spent 14.15 hours on social media. So 70% daw po pala sa mga Pinoy is gumagamit ng teknolohiya and 99% is gumagamit ng instant messaging app. For example is Messenger, Data, Telegram, Instagram. So basta po is makapag-message kung kanino pong malayo man. So matagal daw po na matagal is kinakain na tayo ng teknolohiya. So mga susunod po is puro teknolohiya na yung mga nasa paligid natin. So sa Pilipinas daw po is was 10.6 hours in the third quarter of 2020. So sa 2020 po is mas ginugugol na natin yung sarili natin sa teknolohiya, sa cellphone, so ganon. So respondents to the poll spent 4 hours on social media. So mas matagal na daw po ang ginugugol natin sa social media. So this is self in social media platform. So they can easily share their emotions rather than in their real self. They can also use fake accounts to hide their identity. They can also share their feelings to someone, and lastly, they can express their opinions to anybody. People are willing to speak out and misbehave. You will be free of doing things that cannot do in reality. So, self in social media platforms. Ito po yung mga karamihan po sa mga tao na hindi nila mailabas yung tuloy na lang nararamdaman sa buhay. Pero pagdating sa social media is nalalabas nila, mas gumagaan ang pakiramdam nila pag sa social media sila naglalabas ng sama ng loob. So, hindi nila malabas ng personal kasi baka dahil nahiya sila or may sama ng loob, or ito nga, may tinatawag silang fake account or dump account para kung ayun man yung gagamitin nila, tapos maglalabas sila ng sama ng loob, is mas maaabuto yung basta mailabas nila. So, online disinhibition, the lack of constraint one feels while speaking online versus in person, and known as the online disinhibition effect. People feel more comfortable speaking things they wouldn't say in person because they can stay fully anonymous and invisible behind the computer screen. So, ito yung online disinhibition. Ito yung mga tao na pag sa personal mo kinausap, di sila magsasalita agad kasi nahihiya sila, di sila komportable. Pero kapag nasa online sila is lahat masasabi nila. So, speaking only first person is known as the online disinhibition effect. People feel more comfortable speaking things they wouldn't say in person because they can say full anonymous. So, kapag sa online daw po sila, pwede silang gumamit ng dump account para di sila makilala. So, pwede nila sabihin lahat. Pwede sila maging stay invisible, di sila matatrace. So, mas komportable sila sa ganun kapag naglalabas sila ng sama ng loob.
There are two types of disinhibition. And the first one is the benign disinhibition. The second one is toxic disinhibition. Or these two are the positive and the negative effect of online disinhibition effect. Benign disinhibition refer to when someone reveals more about themselves on the internet than they would in person, or they go out their way to help someone or demonstrate generosity. In some internet subcultures, an exchange of ostensibly aggressive remarks, for example, could be considered typical social conduct, or a lack of restraint one feels when communicating online in comparison to communicating in person, because people feel safer when saying things online that they would not say in real life, because they have the ability to remain completely anonymous and invisible behind the computer screen. And next, the negative effect of online disinhibition, which is toxic disinhibition, indicates a higher tendency for online flaming and abusing behavior. These are frequently filled with threatening language, cursing, and threats. These standards address the harmful consequence of lack of restraint in cyberspace. For example, ito yung mga taong galit sa iyo or sinisiraan ka. Halimbawa na lang, you are streaming and binabash ka nila. And next is how to manage the toxic disinhibition. The first one is to be careful of sharing ideas or opinions to others in online, because there are positive and negative effects of it. Some of it may like it, and some of it may harm you or speak rude language and harsh criticism, anger, and hatred. And the second one is the think before you click. Pag-isipan mo na bago ka magpa-share ng mga ideas and opinions to others to avoid this toxic disinhibition. And there are types of self-presentation. And the first one is the self-promotion. Self-promotion is an attempting to present yourself to others as an accomplished, capable, smart, and skilled person. Self-promotion can be done through face-to-face conversation on blogs or social media platform, in public speeches, or even though our mannerism, postures, speech, or dress.
Next is ingratiation. Ingratiation for me is just like seeking attention to people. You only want to like proud, want you, and love you. You only want people to follow you. Example of these are actresses, singers, YouTubers, and TikTok influencers. Next is exemplification. Exemplification is an intention to tell someone that he or she is not good as him or her. Next is intimidation. Intimidation for me is you want people to fear, afraid, or you want people to think that you are dangerous, and that is not good as what you think. And lastly is supplication. Supplication for me is you want people to show mercy on you. You want people to take care of you. You want people to beg on you. Do not do this because those who really needs help are getting ignored. Try to avoid toxic self-presentation.